So
Scouting is required.
that makes me wonder if Lobo actually just secretly wants to use it to abuse the scouting time and try something extra cheesy before his opponent knows what's up. We'll see. Sirio spawning in the bottom left. This time, our green Terran. Maybe it'll work out a little bit better for him than Pink did. From Team Myth, PoultryPouch. And his opponent in the bottom right. Once again, the tried and true orange. Our Protoss friend, up one game, Lobo. Alrighty. Now, as you said, big map, scouting is really important here.
Yeah, I expect to see another Reaper out of PoultryPouch. It looked like that Reaper was really mainly for scouting. He never started to build a second one that I ever saw. So I can't imagine that he wouldn't build that same thing this game around to find his opponent early on.
Right, the mobility of a Reaper Scout, especially if you keep it alive, is that you get to keep poking in with it. Keep just peeking at what your opponent's doing.
Absolutely, they're so fast that cliff jump just makes them incredibly hard to follow with almost any unit.
Yeah, especially early on. Maybe a Blink Stalker could catch it, but again, the time that it takes to get to that tech. Reapers are very useful scouts.
We got a double gas at the same time as every other game from Lobo, so I expect more two-base play from him. He's also found his opponent.
Yep, already.
And apparently PoultryPouch is scouting with an SCV, not the Reaper I had anticipated.
Well, it looks like he's going to be scouting with the SCV probably just to see if there's, two gateways or something, or a proxy.
Oh, he has a Marine rolling out.
Yeah.
He's completely foregoing the Reaper this time.
Well, he opted not to take any gas. So it looks like he's expecting a macro style of play due to the size of this map, and there goes his command center. Building it on the low ground.
This probe is having a bad day.
Not bad enough, though.
Yeah, I guess so. I think that Marine could have taken the high ground over there, killed it, but... Well.
Yeah, probably could have, but I guess the objective here was just to drive it out.
Yeah, it's somewhat minor thing.
That Marine will be able to, watch the front now. We'll see a bunker being thrown down fairly soon after that command center finishes. And then that one bunker should be able to dissuade most scouting, poking, etc.
Lobo's scouting has had to resort to the process of elimination. He's checked every base, but his opponents so far.
Now he'll probably want to poke in just to see what his opponent is up to. That probe, though, having escaped, is probably going to be throwing down a proxy pylon at some point.
Yep, he is awaiting.
And once again, we're going to be seeing that consistent straight into warp tech. And with that Twilight Council, well, what do you think? Is this going to be DTs, or are we going to see Blink Stalkers again?
Lobo has 5 probes in, oh, he's fixing it now. Anyway, it's difficult to say. I think we're gonna see some stalkers. I think he's gonna stick with that playstyle. It would be interesting to see some DTs roll into his opponent's base, but I don't know how effective that would be given the size of the map. He would need to get the pylon right near his base.
Well, by the time that a Dark Shrine finishes, that probe that we see right over here could easily sneak closer to the base.
True.
But, it is going to be Blink. Again, I think with the size of this map, that is a good choice. Probably the better choice. But, you can never count out the DTs. I don't think Lobo is the kind of player who would consider himself above DTs or view DTs as a cheap way of winning. He seems to have the Korean mentality of just
they totally
whatever
are.
It takes. Whatever it takes. I mean, yeah, you watch how the Koreans play. There's no stigma with cheese. Cheese is winning.
Yeah, you're simply winning the game.
That's what it's about. A lot of Marines here to be dealing with stalkers. At least.
Yeah.
And, you know, one thing that I have to say, yeah, more gateways coming out from Lobo. It's going to be, again, 2-base all in. Lobo has not built a forge once in any of the 4 games that we've seen from him. He does not care about the late game. He has no intentions of going to the late game. He doesn't think he's going to need upgrades. And so far he hasn't. And here we go. This probe is moving closer. It's going to start placing the proxy pylons. Those 3 gateways are going to be finishing up momentarily.
Oh boy, a 6 gate.
Yeah, PoultryPouch was worried about DTs throwing down a preemptive missile turret. You know, I think it's a little silly.
Well, maybe not, but I don't really know
Well, he
how
scouted.
Poultry's going to deal with this attack here.
He scouted the
I
Twilight Council.
expect to see a lot of stalkers roll up in his base. He doesn't have any marauders like last time. I think he may be worse off than last time.
Yeah, he's only got the 2 Marauders, and there are going to be waves and waves of reinforcements. Ooh, Widowmine is going to get a hit on that mothership core. If the Marines stim in, they might be able to pick it off, and that would be huge, but no.
Yeah, they're engaging the stalkers. Oh, he has pushed them back.
Stim, if he finishes off the mothership core, oh, that is huge. That is huge.
Oh, and he fends it off handedly.
Stimmed Marines. That is what upgrades will do for you. And now the first medevac has come out, and we see infantry level 1 weapons more than half done. Without a time warp, this will be difficult.
Oh boy.
The blink micro,
that's a lot of stalkers.
Yep. That blink
Yeah,
micro is a bit much.
6 gates is so many. Lobo does tend to generate a bit of a bank before he starts producing those stalkers as well. Oh, there's a siege tank. So, wait, no, that's a Widowmine. My apologies. I saw the explosion.
It is a Widowmine. It has fired. Yeah, and talk about the bank. He had nearly 1,000 minerals, 800 gas saved up. Those stalkers are pushing to win here.
That is a lot of stalkers. PoultryPouch has no way of responding to this.
Not at all. That's definitely going to be GG. Very nice fend off, but he got a little comfortable. I don't think that he thought his opponent would be able to push back with such a strong attack so close, so soon after he fended off the first bit. Jeez.
Not GG.
Not GG, just G's. Wow.
GZ.
And Lobo is now up.
Just goddamn.
2-0 with all the momentum in this series here.
Especially what's impressive about the strategy from Lobo is the fact that, like I said, it's from a completely generic opening that, you know, he can go into Stalker Sentry or Immortal Sentry or anything, practically, and he just demolishes his opponent every time with it.
Yeah, now,